Welcome back to another episode of Transformers Forged to Fight, and unfortunately for today's episode, this is going to be the second recording because my software that I use for recording this game, which is pretty much the iOS screen recorder, it crashed, and I think it's because my device is old, so, it's not the first time this has happened, but yeah, it just sucks that this happened again. So, as you can see, 4 and 5, right here, I have already cleared. Now, what I have to do is, we have to replay them, but we're going to take the easy path, just to speed through it, so I can read the story dialogue, and just continue where we left off in the last episode. So, that's basically what we're going to do, and then after that, we'll clear through Mission 6, and that should be the end of today's episode. There's not much else I think I'm going to do for today's episode. I don't want to start on Chapter 2 just yet. I want to save that for the next episode. Because, as I said, there's a format that I'm trying to follow where we're going to do 3 missions per chapter by splitting them into, 2 videos. So, that's basically more episodes. And a way to drag out the series a little bit longer, which I think that's the best alternative. So, that is what we're going to do for today's episode, and here is a little update on the character showcase video. So, yesterday night, I finished recording the Dinobot video and the Megatronus video, and right now I'm working on upgrading Sideswipe and Motormaster, Wheeljack, and Windblade. Basically, I'm just upgrading everyone. But I am going to have to be selective because I'm running out of Energon. And I need to farm more Energon somehow within this 3 weeks that I have. Because at the time of recording today's episode, it is April 21st, which is a Tuesday. And next week and the week after, that's 2 weeks. So adding this week is a total of 3 weeks. And if the game actually shuts down on the 8th, in the morning, they didn't say what time on the 8th. They just said, oh yeah, May 8th, it's going to go bye-bye. So, yeah, we don't have much time. 3 weeks is going to go by so quickly, and I don't know how many episodes I can, actually get out. It's not great. Man, I wish I did not go on that break for 10 months. I really wish I did not do that. Oh, I did not think this game would shut down this year. It was not on my bingo cards for 2026 that Transformers Forged to Fight would close its doors. But here we are. So, alright, so yeah, these character showcase videos, I'm going to have to start being picky on who I can make videos for. And yeah, I'll try my best to finish every single video I can for these characters. But as you can see, there's still a whole lot here. So, we'll see what happens. So, that is just a little update on the progress with those videos and the ones I recorded yesterday. The Dinobot one might be my favorite. Mainly because I did not like fighting Tantrum. Tantrum was truly annoying. And yeah, you'll see why. But this was the first time where I really enjoyed recording this character showcase video, in particular this one, because there was this side of me where I was I really want to just do a no-hit run, meaning that I don't take any damage, and just pull it off against a bot that is just super annoying. Can be annoying, because if you fought Tantrum before, sometimes he can be a little bit tricky to fight, especially with how he has the Fury stacks and all that stuff that can land more damage. So when you do see this video, whenever it comes out, and just see that I take 0% damage from the enemy, it's because I was so concentrated. I had to do a bunch of takes, and I'll tell you behind the scenes stuff right now before we get into the dialogue. Whenever I record these character showcase videos, it's never just one take. It's multiple takes, because I just want to just make it the best character showcase video I can, where I show off the abilities, and also just show off my skills, which I think is not a good thing, where it's it doesn't reflect with what you see in the episodes. In the episodes, you see me play this game like a goof, I make all kinds of dumb mistakes, but then in these character showcase videos, it's a completely different person playing the game, but it's me. It's just me when I'm super focused. So that is basically the behind the scenes of how these videos are recorded. For those ones, but for the episode ones, I just do whatever. So, yeah, just a little insight on how I record those videos. But yeah, this particular one with Dinobot is my favorite one, mainly because there was the satisfaction at the end where I was like, I defeated Tantrum without taking any damage. Holy smokes. Don't want to say any curse words. So, yeah. Alright, let's get into the dialogue here. Let's get into the story stuff. The Autobots and that commander keep coming at us, and we keep getting the scrap kicked out of us. I need to know, is it worth it? Never question me, but this once I shall answer. When he shows himself, you will see it was worth it. Who is he? One from before time. The only one that matters. The one that I owe my name to. Those who are loyal shall be rewarded when the time... Wait, let me just reread that. Those who are loyal shall be rewarded when the time arrives, when the chamber opens and he emerges. This cryptic talk is beyond me. I'm aware. That is why you must go forth and do your duty. Delay the enemy by any means necessary. So, we know who he's talking about. He's talking about Megatronus, most likely. I think that's who he's referring to. And as you can see in the previous recording, I took this lane, which wasn't a hard lane at all, but... man, the footage is gone. So, and I do want to make some progress here. So let's just take the freaking easy lane and just get this through because I have to. Alright. Let's just do this. I really want to unlock that 5-star bot shop. I really need to like get at least a few 5-star bots in this account and use them. But I don't know when that's going to happen. Yeah. Alright, so going back to the topic that I was talking about in that previous recording before it crashed, I was actually talking about the pre-orders that went up today. But by the time you see this episode, the pre-orders have already gone up and most likely 2 of the figures have sold out. So, the pre-orders that went up for today, April 21st, for the DC Multiverse line is the Shazam, Starman, and the Orange Lantern Wave. And I woke up like super early today just to get the posts ready with the pre-order links, just to help out people who are trying to get their pre-orders for this wave. And I myself had to lock in a pre-order for Shazam, because this is our second opportunity at a comic book Shazam figure using the same Page Puncher body buck. It is not the same as the Walmart exclusive one, which if you collect this line, you may remember that one looked a lot different. And that is the one problem I've always had with Shazam for this line, is that for some reason, the comic version, they made it so hard to get. So the first time they released a Shazam figure, it was the Walmart exclusive one, which was a gold label. And at this point in time, Walmart gold labels were just a complete pain in the ass to actually find. Now, of course, some people did find them and they were super lucky. But for people like me, who never had like good experiences with Walmart exclusives, I never found this Shazam. And I think I've talked about this on the channel a few times. When it comes to which Walmart exclusive, I went literally to like 13 different Walmarts until I was able to track one down for the Parallax Hal Jordan figure. Yeah, that whole story, that will never leave my mind, because that is still like one of my first ever like toy hunt experiences where I faced a challenge that I never thought was even possible. I didn't even know how challenging this would be, because when you never collect action figures for like a long period of time, it's not that I never had action figures, I had them, but I never went toy hunting for them because I wasn't in this sort of phase like I'm in right now. But when you get into this hobby, and when you actually go and toy hunt for what you're trying to find, it is not an easy thing once you realize, wow, not only is the quantity limited, but you have like a lot of other people that are trying to find it as well. And then you also have to deal with scalpers in the mix, because of course some people want to buy out the stock and resell them for higher prices, which makes sense, right? Well, not a good practice, but that's how it goes, right? With how the hobby is now. So yeah, never found this comic book Shazam figure, and when the Page Puncher one came out, well, that sold out super quickly. Now, before I continue that, let's read this dialogue. The Seekers have the tactical advantage. Why not just eliminate us from the skies without engaging in combat? Even for a former Predacon, that's some cold calculations you got there. This is war, little kitten. It makes monsters of us all, and of Decepticons twice over. Dinobot's observations are worth considering. We're big targets out here. Why the close quarters fighting? Maybe it's so we can have the joy of seeing the last of your spark fade from your optics as we end you. Skywarp, where did you come from? I have a habit of popping up where I'm needed. Right now I'm needed to kick your beasts back into the cave. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Well, that's not going to happen because we're going to kick his ass back into the cave. That's what's happening here, alright? Because the boss is a 4-star, and I should be able to take this with no problems. Well, I already fought him once. Why are you blocking all the time? No. No. Come on. Stop it. Okay, that actually stunned them. Whoa! He ate that SP1? Oh, that's such a cool skill. I love his skills, though. That teleportation thing. It's so cool. Alright. Okay, that is the end of this mission. Now let's speed through mission number 2. The ground combat is curious and is obviously putting them at a disadvantage. Foolish as they may be, No, let me just reread this. Foolish as they may be, I have not known our foe to lack this much tactical planning. Unless the fights are the point, each one taking us time, taking our attention, leaving us unable to follow the dark clues of what would reunite the entire Decepticon team on this war world. Exactly. If they want us looking one way, I say it's prime time we look around for what they are really up to. I've heard a tale of some mysterious excavation going on. That's worth a look. Anything buried on this planet was likely put below the ground for a reason. Let's follow up. Squad, maximize. Okay. So we got the maximize. And then for this mission, I took that lane over there. As you can see where the sound wave is. It was not a hard lane as well, but sadly that footage is lost. And we're just going to do the easy path with these characters. Why does this always happen? Alright, going back to the subject as I was talking about. So when the second, the second comic book version of Shazam came out, it was released as a page puncher. And when that figure went up for pre-order, it sold out like super fast. But not only did it sell out, it never really made it into the stores. It was one of those like releases where it was really hard to track down. It was not like a gold label or anything. I think it was just like really poor distribution from McFarlane that they just did not have enough stock for that figure, which is not a good thing because this has happened a few times in the past. And yes, I am using an energy refill, unfortunately, but that's fine. We're doing it for the episode. So that is why today's pre-order was very important for me, because I was not going to miss out on this one because I knew it was going to sell out. And at the time of recording, which even though it is April 21st, what time is the clock right now? Oh, it's 1:17 p.m. So around like 2 hours ago, it sold out. I was right. I called it. I knew it would sell out because a lot of people missed out on that page puncher. I'm trying to speak here. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is with McFarlane Toys and their stock and their distribution for certain figures. But if you don't pre-order them, especially the ones you know are going to be gone, you might not have a chance ever again. Unless you find it through like a third-party vendor and pay the high prices. I don't like that. Like, is it artificial scarcity? So, I want to say it's artificial scarcity But of course, I can't claim that because I don't really know. But artificial scarcity has been a problem in this hobby. Like, there are companies that are doing stuff like this on purpose, and they're not hiding it. Like, we see that they're clearly doing this on purpose. They're making very limited stock for certain items, and they're basically forcing you, oh, pay now, right? You want it now, right, for this price, because you don't want to pay, like, whatever the aftermarket prices are. And then the worst part, too, is that you buy it now, and then many months later, you realize that, oh, there's still plenty of stock that exists. We just didn't release the stock fully, and then it's back up. And then maybe by then, you don't have to spend too much on it because there might be some sales. So there have been a few times where this has happened. Now, not every single time, but there are times where I've seen this and I kind of regret like buying it right away because I'm like, well, if I knew that this wasn't going to sell out, and it's hard to gauge like what character is going to sell out, whether it's like, because if you are someone that collects, like, for example, Marvel Legends, there are Marvel Legend figures that do sell out during the pre-order period where they don't come back. But usually with Marvel Legends, I think the ones I have difficult time hunting for are the Target exclusive ones. But when it comes to, like, the stuff that hits every retail store, they do a pretty good job stocking most of them back up, mainly because they know there's a high demand for those. Now, even if they sell out during, like, the beginning period, it doesn't mean they're gone forever, because there's a reissue sort of, like, wave that happens, like, many months later. And it's happened a few times from what I've noticed. But I'm not that knowledgeable with Marvel Legend restocks. But when it comes to DC Multiverse from McFarlane Toys, they don't ever restock. They barely restock for, like, some, figures. For example, there were two that actually caught me off guard. Zatanna and Hawkgirl actually got restocks on McFarlane's website. I did not even think that was even possible. But that did happen. So that was one of the rare cases where McFarlane actually just decided to just like restock on their site to give people more opportunities. And also there was more stock, I guess, for those two characters because I did see them in stock on Amazon. So sometimes they will make more stock and it will not completely sell out. Now, for Shazam, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't know if there will be a restock in, like, the next couple months when it's closer to its release dates. I can't predict this. But, yeah, one of the challenging things about this hobby is, like, gauging which figures you know will sell out, and if you are interested in picking that figure up, will you buy it now for the price that it's at, which is the retail price, or play the waiting game and hope that it comes back in the future and maybe have some sales. That has always been one of the challenging things when it comes to certain pre-orders I've had to deal with. Not just store exclusives where they're a pain in the ass, but also stuff like this where these are not exclusives to any stores, but yet again, they are challenging to kind of wait it out, right? Because you might not have another chance. Look at you run. Look at you try and think. Look at your sad little puppets dance. If you want to say something to us, Stank Scream. Oh, that's a pretty fun nickname. Come right down here and say it to my claws. He's coming, the one before all of us. The namesake of the Megatrons. I understand now. Yes, our Megatron named himself after your Megatron as well. They have a cycle of clearly marking the losing bet. Okay. You want to bet? I bet your pathetic little forces will never be leaving this place. I bet that I can kick your jets so hard you end up wearing them as a hat. I'll take that bet. My prize when you lose shall be all your beastly heads mounted on my wall. That's a crazy one right there. His jets become his hat. I wonder how he will look like if those were something he wore on top of his head. That would be freaking funny to look at. Yeah, so that's kind of my mindset with pre-orders, especially things that I do want. So in my post, I was saying that I wanted to, pre-order the bundle. I decided not to. Not because I couldn't afford the bundle, it was mainly because I felt like, okay, maybe I don't need to jump the gun right away with these other two figures. And I'm taking this bet, since we're talking about bets here. Even though the Orange Lantern did sell out, which I expected that because, that's a character that a lot of people have been waiting for, including myself. And before we continue that, let me just read this. Oof, is it just me? Or are the Seekers actually getting a bit better at fighting? We won, but not without a few bumps and things. It does seem that they are abusing the modifications of the planet to present a greater than anticipated challenge. Where is the science bot then, the one working on modifications for us? Ask and you shall receive. This re-equalizer mod is tuned up and ready to test again. But I do suggest putting some distance between us and HQ before I flip it on for safety. Given your track record, I say that's wise. Dinobot, that's a little rude. And accurate, actually. I've had a history of less than favorable results, but this one is a winner, I promise. I don't know if you want to trust that, but okay. Alright, this is the one where we're going to take this path because I did not start on this mission. But going back to what I was talking about, what was it? The Orange Lantern, yes. So I have been waiting for that character for years now. I was hoping to also get a pre-order for that, but I just felt like, maybe there's a chance that he won't be completely gone. I will be able to get them in the future via Amazon through restocks and potential sales, because there are some where you can gauge that, okay, you don't need to pre-order this right away. Shazam is just a different story. That one is just a rare case where nobody, some people were able to get the last version of him that came out, but not everybody was, so I can understand the demand for this one. I can understand that if they don't restock with this Shazam, it makes sense because they already made enough stock. I don't know. I'm not defending them because I wish they had a better distribution and just made more stock just accessible for everybody, because it's not fair for people who just did not lock in a pre-order this morning. Because some people have work early in the morning. Some people have to wake up at 6 or 7 and go to their jobs. They don't have time to wait on the computer, right? So not everybody is in this fortunate situation to be able to do that. And that is the part I hate the most. Because just because I happen to not have to work early in the morning doesn't mean other people have the same luxuries. So that is the problem with what I hate about pre-orders when they sell out, is that whenever they do respond, because this is not the first time, but they have done this before in the past, they're like, oh yeah, there'll be more stock available when the figure actually releases in retail store. It's just you could still restock it during the pre-order period. Why not? Why not go out of your way and do it? Hasbro does it sometimes. As much as, Hasbro does stupid stuff sometimes. At least sometimes during their pre-order periods, when it's sold out, it's not completely sold out. They're like, oh yeah, we got more stock in, so if you want to pre-order it, you could do it. McFarlane has never had that ever happen. After their pre-orders sell out, it's gone. It's never coming back in stock unless they, have the stock there after the figure comes out, and then they restock. But never during the pre-order period, which is why I don't like how they do things. And I just think it's probably distribution. It has to be. Or it's artificial scarcity. So, I don't know. But yeah, I guess today's topic is just really talking about this because I don't know, I just had this on my mind because every time I do make these sort of pre-orders, I always notice a pattern with what sells out and what doesn't sell out. So I hope you enjoyed this little topic I was talking about. I hope it made sense. Maybe I'm just rambling things that don't make sense to some of you. But yeah. And currently right now, I think what's crazy too is that when I talk about how it's not fair for people who have to wake up early for work and then they don't have a chance, on McFarlane at the moment, the only way to get Shazam now is if you buy the bundle, which comes with the other 2 figures. And that's another problem right there too. What if some people don't want to buy the bundle because they don't want the other 2 figures? Not everybody is into... Sorry for the little interruption right there. I had a interruption happen, but we're back, and yeah, we're still fighting Blaster. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, not everybody wants the other 2 characters, you know? It's like, maybe some people are like, yeah, I'll buy the bundle because I want all 3 of them. I mean, I want all 3 of them, but then I just don't want to spend the price on that bundle because I think it's just too expensive, even with the discount. So that's just how I view the bundle, even though it's probably the better deal. But yeah, some people don't care about the other 2 in the wave, so if they don't care about those 2 figures in the other wave, why would they buy the bundle? It'll be a waste of money just to buy the bundle for 1 figure. And especially if they don't end up reselling the other 2 figures or trading them for other figures that they want from another line with their friends or whatever. I mean, no matter what, in the end, you're still dropping like $75 on that bundle, which is just not worth it for that 1 figure. You should not drop money on a bundle for that 1 figure. Unless you know you have the ability to sell the other 2 figures and get back the costs that you didn't have to spend. So, unless you're able to do that, then I guess buying the bundle isn't a bad idea, because you know you can get back the costs if you just sell the other 2 figures and just get rid of them because you don't want them. But honestly, that's just not the route that I would take. But in the end of the day, you know, everybody has their own decisions, what they want to do, how they want to make them. So my advice is just, it's just not worth it, man, for one. And just hope that this time around they do have enough stock for Shazam that you will find them in the retail stores if you did miss out on the pre-orders. Because I don't know, this is basically the last comic book Shazam figure that I think we're ever gonna get. That's what I think, because I don't think he's gonna reissue another one in like the next like 5-6 months from now. There's no way. This is the last. So okay, that was not pleasant. Should be able to finish it. There we go. Yeah, there's my little ramble today for the topic of today's episode. Just talking about the pre-orders for today and a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I record the videos that I do for the series. Now, with these episode videos, I guess let me just share a little behind the scenes as well. I do have some bad outtakes with the intro, so I always have to like start again sometimes. It's happened a few times. And recently, I know that if you have been seeing edits on these videos, yeah, it's because sometimes I do have interruptions that happen during the recording, which I don't mind if they do, because I do like to help out family when they do need my help on certain things. So, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so it's just what it is. Oh, and I just ate that SP2. Oh, that's not pleasant. That's okay. We're going to take the prow down anyways. Right here! Yeah, we did it. Cool. We should be close to the boss. I think so. I want to say this is the path to the boss. But in terms of filming these episodes and coming up with topics to talk about while I do play through the story mode and read the dialogue, it's always random. It's like whatever's on my mind, I'll just say it and I'll just talk about it. So, yeah, I did not plan out the topic for today's episode, okay? Now, there have been a few episodes where I did plan out the topics. But, yeah, for today's episode and last week's episode, I did not plan out any of the topics at all. It was just completely random. So, there it is. Alright, let's read this. Do we not think that Wheeljack's Re-Equalizer will blow up in his face? Re-Equalizer. What an absurd name. Line up, his spark is in the right place. It might not be after the test physically. Remember, for every time one of his inventions has backfired, there are 2 examples of him saving the day. Respect our comrade. If I must, should we just get this over with? You don't sound excited. Have some faith. Oh, I have faith. Faith that your re-equalizer will either shock burn or disintegrate you. Well, if it does, I'll be going out at full power. Don't hold back this time, Commander. Let's really give that a show. Okay. So we are fighting Wheeljack. Alright, let's do this. Let's take down this boss. And that will be the wrap for today's episode. That will be it for today's episode. Cool. And another successful episode recorded. Oh no. Oh no. He has... Oh, I don't like this. Oh no. No. It's that, Oh no. It's that one mod. It's that one mod where he heals when you use range attacks. Oh. Gotta get... Okay. That's not... I don't like this mod. Nope. Even though he's a 4-star, I don't want to take my chances. Okay. Come on, use your SP1, you son of a gun. Use your SP1. I need to land a hit on you. Come on. Come on, Wheeljack. No, no. Okay, you know what? You know what? I might be able to land a hit if you use your SP2. Come on. I'll eat the hit. I'll eat that hit, but like use your... Come on. Use your SP2. Stop being... Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh no, he's healing. Oh no. Just use SP3. Use an SP3. I don't like this freaking skill, okay? I don't like this skill. And he ate that SP3 like it was nothing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at all those buffs he has. What is happening here? Oh no. This is a 4-star. What are we doing? No, what are we doing? I'm gonna power drain you. This was quite a twist at the end of today's episode. I did not expect this. Oh, this is one of those mods. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Come on. No, no. Oh, Wheeljack, you son of a gun. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I made the mistake. It is what it is. Let's finish this with freaking Primal. This is like one of those mods I hate so much because you're forced to not use range attacks. Because if you keep using range attacks, they will heal. And it's just like, it's not good. I always found this one annoying. Alright, we got some Energon right here. We got more ISOs. That's great to see. Cool. Ooh, okay, we got more sparks formed. Nice. Alright, we have cleared Chapter 1 in its entirety. Not 100%ing it, but of course we cleared through all of it. So, in the next episode, we will start Chapter 2. The first 3 missions, of course, and then we'll go from there. And let me see, has the shop changed? No, we still don't have 5-star bots. And in terms of... ooh, we got more Energon back. Okay, that's nice. And let me do a quick upgrade really quickly. What rank is he at right now? Okay. Level 40. We gotta get him a level 40. I'm gonna be working on his character showcase video most likely today. Yeah, today. So, yeah, this will be recorded today, but it will be up in the future. So, stay tuned for that. And that should be it. Oh, let's do this as well so we can get more Energon. Alright, that is going to be it for today's episode. If you want to subscribe to the channel for more Transformers Forged to Fight content that I already uploaded, and whatever else remains of this series as time goes on with how much I can record, you can do so if you want to subscribe, or if you want to check out my channel for the action figure stuff, which I am getting those videos back and running again. It's just going to take some time to readjust to my old schedule. Well, look forward to those as well. And with that said, take care, and I will see you in the next video.